Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and this is my review of the Star Wars Black Series 40th Anniversary Legacy Pack. And this is also known as the Early Bird set, and it comes with Darth Vader. And that's the main reason I wanted this, is the new sculpt for Darth Vader, because they had lots of issues with the original one. And I'll definitely be comparing it to the original one. But this is pretty cool, the idea of this, and for the younger people that may not know, actually I didn't really know about this until this came out. I wasn't even born when the first Star Wars came out. I was born a few years later, but the whole story behind this was when Kenner picked up the license for the Star Wars figures, when the first Star Wars movie was coming out, they didn't realize how popular it was going to be. They didn't make enough of them. So what they did was they sold people this empty box, and it had a voucher where they can order 4 of the figures. I think it was like Han and Luke and Leia, I forget who all it was, but then they'd melt away and they'd get it later. And that was for Christmas time when they were doing this. So I guess the kids would get up on Christmas and get this empty box and be like, oh boy, empty box. But they still got them in the mail later. But that's, I guess, the original art there. And that's what comes with this. But they're redoing it for the 6-inch Black Series, which is kind of cool. All the figures that were made at that time, which is them there, they're remaking them all in 6-inch scale in special packaging, which is what the packages look like inside there. That Darth Vader is in another package in there, and all their packages will look retro like that. But let's look at this box. So up there you can see it says 40th anniversary of Star Wars. And there's a picture of the alternate display. This picture's on one side, and then this picture with all the characters is on the other side. And there's Darth Vader there, some art up there. And go in the back. There's a description. Features display stand with back art to showcase 40th anniversary figures. Darth Vader included, individual figures, each sold separately. And there they all are, standing there. So you can see it come with all these little bases you can use for them. And there are the figures. Got Han Solo. Almost all the rest of these are just the same figure, as far as I know, except for Leia. But got the same Han we got before, same Luke. Leia is the same, except that they gave her a brand new head, has a resculpt, which looks a lot better. Got the same Obi-Wan again, same R2-D2. Now he's a new one, the Death Squad commander. They haven't made him in a 6-inch scale before. I think it's the same Chewbacca, same Stormtrooper, and then we got a new Jabba figure, which is pretty cool. It's another one of them figures, seems a little too small for the $20 price, but what are you gonna do? C-3PO, that's another one we already got from the Walgreens exclusive. But here's another new one, Sand People, or the Tusken Raider. But yeah, I'm really happy they made him and the Jawa. Death Squad Commander, it's cool they made him. I'm not really that excited about him. Cool, we're getting a new head for the Leia. But I think this Vader might be the one I wanted most, because, I mean, he's probably my favorite Star Wars character ever. He's probably lots of people's favorite. He's just so awesome. And the original Star Wars 6-inch Black Series figure really bothered me. It was big. I made the top 5 worst Star Wars Black Series figures, and I put him on there. I think he came in at number 3 or 2. I can't remember. I think it was 3. But yeah, he bothered me a lot, and I think this one's gonna be a lot better, hopefully. Well, let's open the outside box. So when you first open it up, you got packages like these. A couple of supports for the background. Some more of it. Little display stands. And over here is the backdrop. It's folded. Hopefully the creases aren't too terrible. But yep, there's one side of it. It's a cool picture. And then here is the other side. And that's pretty awesome, seeing them all there. That's a weird looking Death Star. Why does it look like that? That's not how the Death Star looks. Yeah, I like that art. Chewie looks like he's the Cowardly Lion. And here's the package, inside the package, of Darth Vader. And it's cool with this retro look to it. I really like the way they made it look like the original packaging. However, it does kind of annoy me that why did they, I wish that was over there. I think that might have to do with this and balancing it or something maybe. Because they put it right in the middle, the figure be hanging like that. But still, it's it's weird seeing that not centered. It's, I don't know, I'd rather be centered. So it's a cool picture of Darth Vader there. You can see it's the New Hope version, obviously. And this means he's got the cloth over top of that chest piece there, just like it is on a figure. I prefer the later movies where it's underneath the chest piece. Still, it's cool to get one from A New Hope. And then when you look on the back, it's got a picture of all the other ones you can get. Right now, I believe the only ones out are Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Obi-Wan, and R2-D2, and Vader. And the rest will all come out in the Series 2, I think. Okay, now, this kind of hurts because this package does look cool. It is going to hurt to open this. I wish there's a way. Oh, maybe you can open this without destroying it, because these are taped on. Maybe I can get that off there without destroying it. Hopefully. Oh no, it's glued right here. Damn it. Well, I'll try my best not to destroy this package, because I do kind of like it. I think I want to keep it. Well, I was able to get it out without damaging it too much. I just got some small scissors and cut around the edge and just pulled them out. So holy shit, this is a much better Vader than the previous one. I am pretty happy with this. It's not perfect. Like, it's going to be hard for them to ever come out with a perfect Vader, but man, it is so much better. Can't wait to compare it to the other one. I really am happy with this. Alright, so here's the new Vader next to the old one. And now look at those helmets. That is what my problem was with this one, the main problem. I mean, this helmet just does not look right at all, and this one looks pretty much spot on. The only thing I'd say this one could have that might improve it is maybe some glossiness on the helmet. Kind of like how the boots down here got some glossiness. I wish this was glossy up here too. The shape of the helmet on this old one is horrible. It really bothered me. And it's so much better on this new one. I mean, look at that. There's like no comparison. There's a closer look at the helmets next to each other. And this one's just so wide and goofy looking. And also the helmet part up here is too short. From the side, this one isn't too bad. But still, it doesn't look completely right. And it keeps, because it's removable, it keeps coming apart. Now hopefully, the people that commented on my top 5 worst Black Series figures that had a problem with me saying this Vader sucked will understand what I'm talking about seeing this. Because I sometimes think when somebody says I'm complaining about a figure, it's because they're not realizing what it could be. Or something, I don't know. Or maybe they're just not as picky as me, but I don't think this particular case is being picky. This helmet just looked terrible. Another issue I had was this chain. Chain just looks a little too big. He does wear a chain that holds his cape on, but it's not that big. That's too big. Here I don't really even see it. I don't think it's on there. But it's similar to the picture back there, because you can't see it on that picture. So I guess I think I'd rather it not be there than be this humongous. Now, it looks like they did reuse some parts, but some parts are definitely different. Like obviously this chest piece, this thing's much bigger here, this little control thingy. A lot smaller over here. Oh, and I do want to point out that this is from A New Hope, and this is from the later movies. That's why the cloth is going up over the chest piece, but on this one it is not. And some of his buttons and things are different. But like some of the pieces that look the same, I think he's got the same arms. Well, maybe not. I think those might be different sculpts. It's just such a similar figure in some ways that it looks the same, but I think that's different right there. Might even be different at the arms. It looks like the wrinkles are different. I think it's actually a whole new sculpt of the arms. And what about the legs here? Well, they look the same. Well, nope. It's a different sculpt. If you look up at this part here, the little knee pad, it's wider than this one. So it's a different sculpt there too. I thought that would be the same. Looks like it's a different sculpt at the boot, because this one has some texture to it. What about the thigh? Anything the same there? It's hard to see. They are very similar, but they are different sculpts. Like if you look right next, well, I don't even know if I could show you. It's so hard to see. But let me try. If you see where the screw hole is, there's like a lump of fabric there, but here it's not there. So that's very hard to see. I mean, I don't even care about that. I'm just curious if it's the same sculpt, and it looks like it's not. I mean, like I said, the big part of it's is the helmet for me. But you can see the belt and diaper are different because these boxes are in different spots. It looks like this diaper, I mean, I call it diaper, I don't know what else to call it, but cod piece. But it's a little bit thinner than this one. This one annoyed me. It just looked like a big bulky diaper that stood out too much. This one still stands out a little bit more than I'd like, but I don't think it looks as bad as this one. I think because of how this one's a little more narrow, I think it looks better. Up here, another thing I noticed with the chest piece is different is this one's a little more pointed down. This one's got that piece. I mean, that might just be differences because it's a different movie. The suit may have actually changed in that way. But what about his hand over here? It looks like he's got a different hand. Yeah, it almost looks like more of a relaxed hand. And this one looks sort of like a finger choke hand, maybe. Finger choke. Force choke hand. So, yeah, from the looks of it, it's an entirely new sculpt. And that is awesome. Because, yeah, this one just... I can't say it enough. It bothered me. Even the lightsaber is new. Gave him a bigger handle. Much more detailed, but I'll get a closer look at that later. But it definitely looks better. The blade is a little bit bigger. It's a little more red. This one's almost like reddish orange in a way, but this one's just red. Now, one thing I could see going either way on which one is better is the cape, because I kind of like how the stitching makes this one look more rounded. Like, I don't know, this looks a little nicer on the edge. However, the stitching stands out. It doesn't look very good. This one doesn't have the stitching. So that's pretty cool. I'm just worried that over time this will start fraying. I hope that don't happen. But yeah, this has none of that stitching that stands out and just kind of looks weird on this one. Oh, I almost forgot. There is one thing that I guess could be said is better about this one. And that's that you can take its helmet off and Anakin is underneath there. I mean, I think the reason that you can do that is the whole reason this helmet is not shaped right, because they shaped it all weird so you could do this, and I don't think it looks good. You can also take this piece off of here, but I glued it together, so. But honestly, I would prefer having a better looking Vader helmet and not being able to take it off over this goofy looking helmet, because I don't really want to display him with his helmet off, so yeah. I'll take this one any day. Now, looking at the lightsabers up close, you can see this new one, like I said, is much nicer looking. Bigger, got a bigger handle, details better. You get a little ring. It's just a tiny little thing on this handle, but here it actually, you can see the ring. Looks good. And this other one's not even painted that well. Now, they both do the little pop out thing, so you can make it just a handle. So that's cool. And you can actually use the ring to hang it from his belt. Yeah, so there it is on there. That's pretty cool. I also want to compare this helmet to the Walgreens exclusive Emperor's Wrath Vader, because I repainted one because it has a more accurate head sculpt, or helmet sculpt. There you can see them next to each other. And still, I'd say the new one's more accurate. Yeah, like the shape of this part of the helmet, I think looks more accurate on this one. And with the way the neck is, because this neck just kind of sinks down inside of the chest piece, but this one's over top. And the paint I used on this one is a little too glossy, I think. Still, even with this sculpt, here I'll show you here's the regular unpainted one, but yeah, I still think this one's better. And here is my Bandai model kit Vader action figure. His helmet's pretty awesome too, but I do like the glossiness of this one. It's got a lot of dust on it right now because I haven't dusted it in a while. The glossiness of the helmet's nice, but I still think this one, Black Series one, might be more accurate. I think it looks better. There's a look at the side, but the main shitty thing about this Vader is his cape. Big plastic cape looks kind of weird. Especially up at the shoulders. It's an odd way to do things, I don't know, to make the cape like that. The detail on the arms and legs aren't as nice as the Black Series. So I actually think I might prefer this one over this one. Now let's see how articulation is. Now the head is limited. Doesn't look like he can look up or down. I'm not sure if the Vader in the movie could even really do that, so maybe it doesn't matter. But he can turn his head to the side, so that's cool. The cape kind of turns with it a little bit. I'm not sure if that could eventually get messed up under there. Then it looks like there is a joint in his torso. Yeah, spin it back and forth. Doesn't really go forward and back too far. Then up at the shoulders, arms looks like there's a pretty good articulation of the shoulders there. Then at the elbow, there's a single joint. Spin at the wrist. There's a hinge joint there, which is kind of stuck at the moment. There we go. That's cool. Then down at the hips, you can do a split. Actually, you can do splitting more than the usual Black Series figure can. You can kick out like that, back like that. Spin here to thigh, double jointed knee, then down at the ankle, and I can also do the little pivot tilt thing. So yeah, articulation, pretty damn awesome on him. Say the only thing I'd really like to be better is maybe double jointed elbows. And as for the paint, there's not a whole lot of paint, but there still is some. They painted the eyes, the eye lenses, and it does look like there's a little bit of paint. Yeah, they did paint a little bit on the helmet. Got a little bit of like the gunmetal color on there in spots. Guess, like I said, I do wish this was a little more glossy on top here. Then down here, they painted a chest piece. This looks cool. Painted the buttons on here, which they seem to do a pretty good job on. Painted the buttons there. Shoulders. It's got the glossy gloves. And down here, the boots are nice and glossy, or at least the shin guards. So, yeah. There's not a whole lot of colors on Vader, but the colors that there are, they did a nice job of. Except for this. I do wish that was glossy. As I've said like 10 times now. Now these little pieces fit together. There's 4 of them. They fit together by this little notch there. And they got holes. 2 of them have a hole. One over there. One down here. To put the, I guess to put these things in. Snaps in there like that. This one snaps over there. And then this will go in the middle. I didn't look at the directions, so hopefully I'm not doing this all wrong. Okay, I was doing it wrong. The directions said you should put this, slide this up into this groove up here first, and then move these little tabs over, and then lower it down onto the base. Alright, so I got that on there. So now I gotta try to get this sticker on there, which hopefully I can get it on evenly. Alright, I did it. Although it's not perfect. It looks like it's a little... There's a little bit of a gap over there, and you can see it's kind of... Damn it, I thought I had it perfect! Damn it! Well, it's pretty close. Just rub your fingernail in there, and it's... Yeah, you don't really notice. But yeah, there's little pegs back here, and they go up in them peg holes up there. The base is all done. Now it looks pretty cool. I like the way the symbol on the sticker kind of matches that and goes around. That's pretty cool. And there you can see the base. That'd be kind of cool if they would have painted these, like the color, the way they are in the Death Star. But that's okay. And you can see they got little pegs here. There he is, and you can see he's got the peg holes. So I guess you stick them in front of his picture. So that's cool. One thing that's kind of weird though is once you finally get them all on there, it's going to completely block the picture. Other than you'll see the stars a little bit. Still see this, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice little display thing. I wasn't sure if I would use this, but it will fit on my shelf, so I'll stick it there. I'm not going to follow these rules. I'm going to still display them how I want, but this will be cool in the back. So there's the alternate picture, which is pretty cool too. I do like it, but the weird look to the Death Star does bother me, so I think I prefer the other side. But yeah, it's still a cool option. I mean, this might actually be good if you don't want a picture of the figures. I mean, picture of the characters on it. But, yeah, that's cool. So there you got Darth Vader next to Obi-Wan. So that's cool. So now you actually got the correct Vader for fighting Obi-Wan. And there they are, side by side. That's pretty awesome. So there you can see what it looks like with a few figures on there. Alright, so as you can probably tell, I really like this Darth Vader. I think he's so much of an improvement over the original. I mean, it looks like he has an entirely new sculpt, although some things like his thighs do look a little the same, but for the most part it looks like it's an all new sculpt. Definitely the helmet, definitely the chest piece and things like that. The cape is different. They got a New Hope cloth going up over his chest piece there. He's got a much better lightsaber. I like the glossy paint of his boots here, or shin guards. Like I said, I wish there's glossy on the helmet. I think his diaper looks a little better. It's the tiniest bit thinner. I still like it to stand out just a little bit less. I'm really happy they made a much better Vader. And he comes with the early bird legacy display, whatever you want to call that thing, which has a really cool vintage looking picture on it, which features all of the figures from this 40th anniversary wave. Pretty awesome. And it's got the reversible picture too that you can on the other side. And also you get the package, the vintage looking Vader single package. This looks cool. And I got this for $40. I think that's about the price everywhere, is 40 bucks. And the regular figures would be 20 each, but because he comes with this big set, he's $40. So be on the lookout for that. I think the official release date is like April 16th or 17th, something like that. But yep, I love this thing. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
You never could beat me, Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, Vader, well... Wait, what? Did you just say that I could never beat you?
Yes, you could never beat me.
I cut your legs and arms off and let you burn next to the lava from the volcano, you idiot. I beat the shit out of you. I chopped your damn legs off, burned you up.
I meant, you could never beat me when I was Vader, not when I was Anakin. Duh. Anakin sucks. I'm Vader. You can never beat me when I'm Vader.
Oh. Well, have we fought before?
I don't know. This might be the first meeting since I've become Vader. Between you and me.
Yeah, it might be. I'm not sure. I mean, they got the comics and stuff coming up, and Rebels, and maybe we met again, and you beat me.
Maybe. I hope so. So that would make sense that I would say you never could beat me.
Yeah, me too. I hate when stuff doesn't make sense like that.
You see all them guys back there watching us?
Yeah. That's Luke, R2, and... Is that you?
Huh? Oh! What? That is me! Why am I standing back there and also over here? And who's that guy? I think that's you!
What is going on around here, Vader? You got clones up in here? And what is that little Jawa? Why would you bring a Jawa on the Death Star? That is kind of a weird thing to do.
I didn't bring a Jawa up here.
And look at that spaceships. They're like, that one TIE fighter shooting at the X-Wing and it's like, they're like frozen. What is going on, Vader? Oh, our lightsaber's touched. Look at that guy.
Oh, he looks like the cowardly lion. Look, I'm drawing lipstick on him. Oh.
Hey.
What?
Remember Ahsoka?
Huh?
Do you remember Ahsoka? Ahsoka Tano?
Huh? Who?
You don't remember her?
No.
Oh, well, I remember her. Did you kill her?
I don't remember her. Leave me alone.
She was your Padawan, Anakin.
Don't come Anakin, you old dirty fart.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh, damn it.